awesome.
And he's the one with the baseball bat.
No, there would be no chase. No. There would be no chase. There would be no
Pinned
chase.
up against the corner.
I've got it. Hey,
No.
if you're not for Kim Mulkey, maybe we can find somebody that is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
I
you,
think
Pete
it's
Weber. Pete Weber, 14 years ago yesterday, won the 2012 U.S. Open of bowling and was very, very impressed with himself. Remember this?
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it.
It's the only time we paid attention to bowling.
Who do you think you are? I am. Pete Weber.
Oh, yeah.
You think he'd be a
Power
good match
couple.
for Kim Mulkey?
Yes,
Power couple.
Power couple. Pete Weber, Kim Mulkey.
You got competition, Bart.
Yeah.
He's free. He's free to
I don't
win.
think I'm going to be able to get that image out of my mind all day. Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around the house. Oh, my God. That is brutal. Stomach turning.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
The first year is important. You got to win. Everybody wants you to do nothing but win. But can you set a foundation that you can build on for year 2, year 3, and so on and so forth? And you don't get a lot of time, knowing Arkansas specifically, man, they just need unity. They need unity from across the state, the fan base, the alumni, the coaches, the recruits, everything, because it's a great place. It's a special place. You can win there. You know, from what I can tell from the outside looking in, he's been doing a lot of the right things to try to get it going that direction.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, you're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show host.
Coming to you live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Everybody wants you to do nothing but win.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, well, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
On the ground, here's Willits up with it. And the Boomer Sooner train behind 5 homers has moved on to the World Series Finals to face North Carolina.
I got to admit, I did not have Oklahoma coming out of the SEC to play for the national championship. I didn't have that one on my bingo card. But, man, I am happy for the Sooners. They got hot at the right time, and they are the representative of the conference in the national championship series. Hard to imagine.
Man, they're hot.
They are hot.
And fuego.
They are hot right now. And you know, I was watching it last night, and I got to be honest. I've had baseball on the mind. I realized the World Cup and all that stuff's going on, and I was as excited as anybody that the Knicks won the World Championship. But I've been paying attention to this College World Series. In fact, do we have the Oklahoma call? Play this. Yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to short. Willits is there. Gloves, throws, and you can unhitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the barn. The boys from Norman will play for the trophy. It'll be Oklahoma and North Carolina for the national championship.
My man Toby Rowland on the call there for the Sooners. But
It was a good one.
it was a good one.
My man.
But, never in a million years would I have imagined they would be there. But it shows you again that there is such a separation between the Southeastern Conference and the rest of college baseball. Now, North Carolina may beat Oklahoma in the championship series. I really don't think so, but they might. But 5 SEC teams in the World Series. Now, we've been in that situation before. But if they'd reseeded this thing when they got there, there'd be 2 SEC teams playing for the national championship right now. If they'd seeded this thing properly at the beginning of the tournament, Mississippi State and Georgia would have never met in a super regional. The gap in conferences has never been wider. I used to think that if you could finish in the top 7 of the SEC, you'd get a regional in all probability, and that's your path to Omaha. Get hot, play for the national championship. That's the traditional path out of our league. That group is expanded now. Oklahoma went 14-16 in the league this year. They are 41-22. That's the record Arkansas finished with.
Unranked.
If they win the national championship, they will finish with 43 wins. Ole Miss won it a few years back with 42 when they got hot at the right time. It's a long way of saying I am as convinced as I've ever been, and I still believe that Arkansas is going to win a national championship in baseball. I hope it's under Dave Van Horn. Maybe under somebody else somewhere down the line. I don't know. But at some point, the number's going to come up. I mean, it just is. I look at the teams in our league that have won it. Like, for example, Skip Johnson, coach of Oklahoma. Let's say that after Arkansas and Oklahoma had played one another in Fayetteville, after Arkansas had won 2 of 3, let's say Skip Johnson went home, and let's just imagine for a moment there are as many Sooner baseball fans as there are Razorback baseball fans. Just imagine for a moment it's that way. And he went home, and he said, we just got to get in the tournament. If we can get in the tournament, anything can happen. Just get in the tournament, anything can happen. How many coaches have you heard say that? Mm-hmm. And how many fans have rolled their eyes when their coach says it? I have. I hear coaches all the time say, man, if we can just get in the tournament, anything can happen. Yeah, like you can go 2 and out. That's what can happen. Oklahoma, they hadn't played in Norman since like mid-May. And now they're going to play for the national championship. But it is so much of it is about getting hot at the right time, whether it's basketball, baseball. If you get in a tournament, anything can happen.
Especially if you keep going to it. You continue to
That's
show
right.
up.
You keep knocking on the door.
You're going to have a year where it hits. Arkansas had that moment and obviously didn't quite finish it off. And I think some people worry, well, that was their moment and they can't, it can't happen again. Florida State is the thing that bothers you too, right? Like they've been 24 times and not won a national championship. And you're like, oh, you can get there and never win it. But the chances of you doing that are slim. By the way, North Carolina, I think, has the second longest streak of going to the College World Series without a win with 13 appearances.
And look, North Carolina's good. They're good. They're the one team out of the ACC this year that was really good, and that's why they're still playing. But yeah, they could. They've been there a lot too.
But we've seen Arkansas make a run there when they weren't the best team either. And I think your point about the SEC, the ACC is a good baseball league. It's not the SEC.
No.
And it's not just the top 7 or 8 teams in this league that have a chance to go make a run and do some serious damage. As I said during the Oklahoma Super Regional win against Kansas, man, I can't believe this OU team is doing this. Arkansas kind of beat them up when they played them in the regular season.
Run ruled them on Friday night.
And now you're watching them play for it all. They hit 5 home runs last night against Georgia.
They got pitchers that haven't done anything all year long.
They've started 3 freshmen the last 3 games.
Yeah, and that's how it happens. That's how you win a national championship. Some years I say that's how. That's obviously one way. Some years you're just better than everybody else. There have been some LSU teams over the years, for example, that were just better than everybody else. When Mississippi State won it, when Ole Miss won it, even one or two of those Vanderbilt, or even one of those Vanderbilt teams, I don't know that they were the best team week in and week out during the year, but they were hot at the right time. You see this in Major League Baseball, particularly since the advent of the wild card. And there's a lot to that. But my point in all this is, every time I watch one of these other teams win, I don't have the attitude of, well, we missed our chance and it's never going to come our way again. I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I still believe their number is going to come up. And lots of times it's when you least expect it to happen. Like right now for Oklahoma. Nobody had Oklahoma playing for the national championship, except maybe the mom's the head coach's mother might have had him going to the national championship series, but probably not. If you want to get right down to it. But there they are.
It's so true of many things, what you're saying. You just show up. It's like when you go play golf.
You get all psyched up. You're really excited to play. You're thinking about how it could go really well today. And then other times you show up and you play and you're just there to have a good time and you really haven't played that much and you don't have all this pressure on yourself and you just kind of – the point is you go play.
That's right.
And you don't really think as much about it. The next thing you know, you look up and you're playing better than you have in a long time. And OU just showed up to play. And things just started happening. And we've seen this several times. I'll contend that one of Johnny Manziel's years at Texas A&M, if there had been a playoff like we have now, and they'd gotten in, similar situation, they didn't have a good enough record, but nobody was playing better at the end of the year than that A&M team, they might have won it all.
Yeah.
NC State that year, they came in here and beat us and then got COVID at the College World Series. They might have won it all.
Yes.
They were the hottest team in college baseball at that moment.
Hey, I'm just thinking 50 years back when Arkansas beat Oklahoma in the Orange Bowl. If there had been a playoff back then, we'd have won it. You know? I mean, there are times when you see a team at the end of the year and they are not the team that's had the best season, but you look at them and say, that's the best team still playing. You know, they're the best team left. Oklahoma may be the best team left.
How about Arkansas in the SEC championship game in the fumbled punt return?
Yeah,
and having Urban Meyer's back-to-back national championship team. That team ended up winning back-to-back national championships. Absolutely dead to rights on the ropes, and a mistake called. But my point is they got hot. They were rolling. It was happening.
That's right.
And that's what's going on with OU right now. I mean, this has been. We talk about Cinderellas, and you don't expect a Cinderella obviously to come out of the SEC, but nobody had this. I mean, a below 500 record in conference play.
Yeah,
and they look like there's better than anybody.
And
right
they've
now.
had to get like white hot just to get to 40 wins. I mean, they really have. And I'm not saying that it's easy to get to 40, but they weren't the last team in, but they were in that bunch, you know.
Meanwhile, while they're doing all that, we're just getting people out of the portal.
Yeah, Arkansas's got the #1 portal class in America right now. So if there is a silver lining, that's
they're
it.
wasting their time up there in Omaha.
Oklahoma will not have the #1 portal class. I'm certain of that. Now they may have a case full of rings, but they're not going to have the #1 portal
If they
class.
don't fix this, it's just absolutely bananas to be penalized.
I agree.
For going to the College World Series with the roster you're going to have next year is just insane. I mean, it's insane. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, you're playing for the thing that you work your whole life for. Everybody involved, and you have to continue to pay for Friday's payroll and invent the future. That's life. That's business. But at the same time, to be absolutely working with one hand tied behind your back at the most important time of the year for your future club is obviously a calendar problem. The question is, will they fix it?
Well, baseball's always had a calendar problem, and it's inherent because of the Major League Baseball season and because Major League Baseball cares about college baseball insofar as that's where they get players. They don't care about much else. I mean, that's where they go get players. And, Major League Baseball's insistence on having the draft around the All-Star game. There are just all kinds of things calendar-wise over the years that have hampered college baseball. And they've all been things that Major League Baseball could have changed if they'd wanted to. But it's not necessarily in their best interest to. There's the two sides need one another, but they often do things, or Major League Baseball particularly does things that aren't necessarily in the interest of college baseball.
Could college change the portal time, though, even though the draft is what the draft is, because the draft doesn't affect your ability to come back to college?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, yes, but you're basically delaying all that for a handful of teams out of over 300 programs in America.
8 teams.
Yeah. You're altering the calendar for those teams. I don't know how you do it. Yes, common sense would dictate that the calendar would be changed. I have a hard time believing it's going to happen because, again, there have just been calendar issues with college baseball as long as I've been keeping up with it.
So the key is, if you don't make the College World Series, you better win in the portal.
Well, yes. I mean, look, if you don't make it to Omaha, the thing you've got to do, as you just said, is you got to go out and kill it in the portal.
877-377-6963. Did we bring up the question today? Are you rooting for the SEC in the College World Series? Even if you're a casual observer, not like
Bart.
necessarily you're watching.
Bart's going to tell us, I'm watching the World Cup. I don't care.
The bacon must have just finished because Bart has woken up.
Yeah.
He just came down the stairs in his pajamas. He kind of rubbed the sleep out of his eyes.
It was not a good night of sleep. I will be
heard
honest.
Some nice
there
slippers.
was some like heavy machinery being operated in the neighborhood from like 10 to 11 o'clock last night. That wasn't great.
Really?
I don't know
What's going on?
I don't know what that was about. It wasn't on my street, but I intend to find out.
Well, look out. What time do those city offices open?
Those heavy machinery instances late at night.
They'll get you.
Well, maybe there was a problem. I mean, I wonder
Yeah,
what's
there
going to
could have
happen.
been, could have been.
Well, obviously there was some kind of problem.
Yeah, could have been.
I mean, where do you live?
Yeah. Nobody works by
You live in an
choice
industrial
those
park?
houses.
I do. Yeah, it's real nice house right in the middle of the quarry.
Bart's living on the. He's living in the corporate apartment of a giant commercial electrical company.
Bart lives out off of 412 in Oklahoma by that giant industrial Mid-America park.
What's that?
It's a long drive.
What's that
every morning
quarry
to get
out
here.
there? He lives next to the quarry.
He
where
lives
they're-
down in the
they're digging
quarry.
rocks.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know
that's
what
I
the
said.
noises were, but I'm gonna find
No
out.
idea. Seemed like a great deal.
Really nice house down in the middle of the quarry. Yeah. So I don't know what that was about, but we'll find out and make sure that we don't deal with that again.
Well, are you rooting for Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Are you rooting
What
for
do you
the
think about
SEC?
that?
No, I'm not rooting for the SEC. I've never been a big believer in that because like there are teams in this league I do not like. I don't like the program. I don't like the school. I don't like.
You don't like what they stand for.
Oklahoma
I do not
has
like green eggs.
Oklahoma's long been one of those teams. So no, I'm not rooting for the SEC. Plus, I'm sorry, they're a Big 12 team. I understand that they waved the SEC banner and everything now. They're a Big 12 team. It's like Oregon and Washington and USC and UCLA. Those are Pac-12 teams. They're not Big 10 teams. They're just not. I understand. They are part of the league and all that. Whatever. Miss me with that. I'm not.
I say Boomer Sooner.
What did he say?
Ugh.
What did he say? Missed me with that?
Yeah,
Miss me with that?
Miss me.
Is that like say less? Is that another?
Just move on.
you
Is that like
saying-
your way of saying just move around me on that one?
say
Go
less.
on.
I'll be there.
It's more like
Miss me with
We
that.
need to consult the slangomatic there. On
That's
Chuck's
got no-
desk.
That one's not on there.
I don't think it's gonna have it
Not
on
on
there.
there.
I think that's been sitting dormant for
Well,
a year
it
now,
has
so it might be
been.
good to go back.
It's
Well,
like it's like whatever. Man.
We need to update our slang.
We do.
We
We need
need
to
an
do it.
updated edition of the slang.
There's a game of cards that have slang on them.
Really?
And we play the game and you take guesses as to what things
That's
mean.
what we need.
That would be.
Well,
funny.
I should
called?
bring that in.
That would be funny.
I'll bring that in. We got to hit a break. 6:18. It's Thursday. We're just having a big time, and Oklahoma's having even a bigger time. And Bart's trying to figure out if he wants them or North Carolina to win.
I don't really care.
Bart's not trying to figure that
Do
out.
you root for any team in the World Cup besides the United States?
Who's in our
Ones he's got
conference?
money on.
What
Yeah,
are the
who's
teams
in our
in our
conference?
conference?
Who's in our
yeah.
Who's in our hemisphere? Do you root for the teams in our hemisphere?
No.
What about our shared continent, like Canada,
No.
Mexico?
No. I'll root.
Panama.
I'll root for
Panama
countries
lost
where
last
I
night.
like where my heritage is from, but I won't pull for them.
Oh,
Over,
well, all right.
I won't pull for them
Whatever.
over
Oh my God.
over the U.S.
It's 6:19. Good morning.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our bait. I mean, you call them wackos at the wall.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under 30 grand. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, One whiskey, Refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this. Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins. Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com. For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you see the bubble, does that mean they're texting you, or does it just mean they're texting?
No, it means they're texting you.
Because sometimes you'll see the bubble and then they'll think, no, I guess I don't want to say that.
It's like when I text you at night, good night, I'm thinking about you, Chuck, I love you. And I see the bubble come on and then it goes off.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Is it too early to talk about breakfast?
Well, no.
Proland breakfast fund, I think we ought to kind of figure out early today.
Hungry,
I don't like getting into the 7 o'clock, 7:30 range, and then it's kind of
prime
like
time,
and like, I want to be like hitting my stride right there. Right now, I'm hitting the coffee stride.
Yeah, me too.
And then, an hour from now, I want to be hitting the breakfast stride. And then by 9 o'clock, you want to be hitting the nap stride.
Yeah. Bart, can you arrange that? Where are we going to have breakfast?
The nap?
No, the breakfast. Breakfast.
I'm kidding about the nap. I did think about opening up one of these bottles from Warfield.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
You guys want to toast OU with a bottle of
Let's go.
No, I won't
American
be toasting
single malt
OU.
Pass around the bottle.
This bottle I'm holding in my hand
That's what we should
is
do.
the one that tastes more like a bourbon. You know, they've got some that taste or more like a scotch, a little bit like a scotch. This is more like the bourbon. This label right here. We're going to learn more about this in the coming weeks.
Okay.
You'll always know how we're doing on the show based on how full this bottle is.
Yeah.
How's it going in here? Like during the breaks, if you watch on YouTube, if you follow the show on YouTube, which you shameless plug. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Chuck and Bo Show.
It's free to do.
Smash the subscribe button,
Hammer it.
and you can you can stream the show anywhere worldwide.
And you can react.
Yes, we have comments
Yeah.
from the first segment.
Yeah.
Bart,
What are the people saying,
What are people
Bart?
saying?
What are
in
the people?
Chevy at Fayetteville
The
situation
people.
room?
What do they say?
Let's see. How about, here's Leslie says, I think Carlos Hall was the best defensive player ever in Arkansas.
Huh.
Not really.
He did block a big field
Yeah.
goal.
Where did that come from?
I'm not sure where that came from.
I don't know, but
Well, Carlos Hall.
Just on the mind.
Carlos
that's,
Hall.
that's great.
Mariana.
That's great. I
He's
love
a good
it.
player.
I
Good
love it.
athlete.
And
Hey,
then-
sometimes
and
people
then-
just have random thoughts.
And then somebody responded and said Steve Atwater would have something to say about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, a conversation.
That's
you
how
can
it
have
goes.
a conversation
That's how it starts.
with people in the chat.
You were talking conference though. That's how
Yeah.
it came.
Yeah.
up.
Well, not with Carlos Hall.
Well, I
No, but I mean the reaction.
Oh.
The reaction from the people
We
Yeah.
touched on it.
began with you saying that you would not pull for every team
Yeah.
in the conference.
And somebody mentioned Carlos Hall. Yeah. 55, right?
Well,
Yeah,
that happened
Mariana.
before. That happened before the conference conversation.
I got you.
He's just
that
going
text.
through all the
Ah.
I was setting the stage for what you can do.
And what
on
a setup
YouTube.
it was.
You-
And
you
we
can pay $20 and have a question answered immediately.
We'll
That's
answer
right.
it right away. Any of us.
So this one guy says Bart is an idiot with that logic. Arkansas is a Southwestern Conference team, not Southwest Conference. Southwestern Conference team. That's a different league.
Yeah.
Grow up,
Well.
move on.
grow up.
Must
that
be
was
an
not,
OU fan.
That was not the logic I was using. By the way, I mean like Arkansas is well established as an SEC team. Texas, Oklahoma are new to the league. They don't feel like members of the SEC because they've been in the Big 12 or the Big 8 for as long as I can remember, right? It's the same deal with Oregon and Washington and UCLA and USC. Those to me are not Big 10 teams, and it will be a long time before they feel like they're Big 10 teams to me. That's the logic I was using there. But anyway, a guy named Hank came to my defense, I think, and said, Bart is a lot of things, but an idiot isn't one of them. Shout out, Bart, softball guy.
There's a backhand in there somewhere now.
Yeah. I don't know where
Shout
that
out
is.
Bart, softball guy.
And then the original commenter followed up and said, how would you describe him? I personally do not have a boy crush on him. IMO. And then Hank, the guy who
defender.
came to my defense, said, buddy, did you not get all of your sleep last night or something? There's no need to be so angry at 6:30 in the morning. LOL.
Well, there's a lot of angry people out there.
Yeah, there are a lot of angry.
You're their champion, Bart.
Well, that's not a title I want to.
Arthur has weighed in on the text line.
Uh-oh.
I'm so sick about hearing insane things every day. How about some acceptance? And that is the way it is. Messing with things don't always make things better. I'm so happy that the Big 12 put it on Texas. Dan Hampton was pretty good too. What is he talking about?
Nobody knows.
Well, Dan Hampton was a very good defensive player. I think he's talking about the Carlos Hall thing. The other part,
we don't know where that started.
Yeah,
but we're into it.
Yeah, the other thing, I'm
Carlos all day.
Another YouTube comment: Carlos Hall was the greatest defensive player ever.
June 18th is Carlos Hall Day.
Mark it down.
We do it every year.
Block a field goal against South Carolina.
That person when they
Call
sent
in
that,
with your thoughts on Carlos Hall.
when they sent that text. Yeah, let's run with that.
What do you
for a
remember
while.
about
That'll
Carlos
be a good
Hall?
show.
877-377-6963. Apparently, we just need to pick a random Razorback.
Yeah. It's their
and
day.
spend a segment on it every day on the show.
It's their day.
Can we should do that for a while.
It's a great summertime
If
thing.
today weren't Carlos Hall, who would it be? Would it be Dan Hampton?
Could be.
Steve
Reggie,
Atwater
Reggie
Day.
Fish?
Yeah,
No,
Steve
probably
Atwater
not.
Day. Reggie Fish.
Robert Johnson.
Probably not.
Pookie Monica.
I remember Pookie.
Go. Just name Razorback names that come to mind that are sort of random and in the past.
Madre Hill.
Madre Hill. That's a
Cedric
good one.
Cobbs.
Yeah.
Does it have to be
I need
football?
you to be a little
Does it have
more
to be
obscure. A little more obscure. I mean, let's not go with like record holders and stuff like that.
Sam Olajubutu.
There you go.
That's a good
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Batman Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
George Wilson.
I had George on my mind.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Not as old, but Trey Knox.
Trey Knox.
How about
Trey
Trey
Knox.
Knox?
Yeah.
Ray Dominguez.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
who's
We get a
the-
lot
Here
of
we go.
text.
Julian Horton.
Yeah.
Who's the
Donnie Bobo.
Donnie Bobo.
Who's the
Atkins,
offensive
Arkansas.
lineman that threw the pass and did the Heisman post?
Sebastian
Tritola.
Yeah. Jeb Huckabee.
Your favorite Razorback?
Dionisio Gomez.
Yes.
Now that's a good one right there.
Justin
That is
Hankins.
a good one.
That's excellent.
How about Justin
yes,
Hankins?
that is a good one. Obscure names. That's awesome.
What about
Dionisio Gomez.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Nikki Davis.
That's really good.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good one.
That's
Very
the
good.
name of the day. I think Dionisio Gomez.
You've decided.
Yeah.
I had another one going. Doesn't matter now. I totally lost it.
That's good. Though.
Jeb Huckabee.
Jeb Huckabee Day.
Jeb Huckabee played with a club on his hand. Remember that?
Yes.
He was rushing the quarterback.
I do
with a
remember
club
that.
on
Yeah.
and getting after it.
Vincent Hunter.
Vincent Hunter. I remember him.
Michael
I sure do.
Sanchez.
Stephon Welsh.
Wow.
Wendell Davis.
Let's just remember some guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a new segment on
Wow.
the show
Someone
every
mentioned
day.
Andy Upchurch, old offensive lineman from Fort Smith,
Remember some
way
guys.
back when.
Julian.
I don't know
Horton.
if that's Andy himself that put that down there or not. Caleb Miller.
Gary Brashears.
Oh, God.
Clarksville, Arkansas.
I do.
Chuck's Clarksville, Arkansas guy. When you go to Clarksville, there's famous alumni. Chuck Barrett, Gary Brashears.
That's right.
It's 6:32, the Chuck and Bo Show. We're here for it. Good morning.
Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. Hey, it's Bo. What should you expect when it comes to a roof or a remodel? Here's Teamworks COO Brett Husky.
We make it easy. That's the first thing. Because when we looked at this, we felt like the process shouldn't be hard. And the easier we can make it for customers, the easier it makes it for us and for our people to continue to do business.
Teamwork Roofing and Construction, making it easy, and now offering financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by Teamwork.
Hey guys, you're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go with all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week, and I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. You know, it's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was like, they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that, and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, you know, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but like, I know that, you know, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart's over there fact-checking. Kind of ruined.
Just ruined the whole day for me. Has everything I've said on this show been fact-checked?
This would not have happened. This would not have happened.
Have you gone home and fact-checked everything I've said?
No.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, we got to get the Pro-Land breakfast title. Pro-Land title. Pro-Land breakfast
on the brain.
Pro-Land title. ProLandTitle.com. Cheer for the pigs. Close with the pros. 45 offices throughout Arkansas. They take care of us, and they'll take care of you when it comes to closing. They have the unique ability to put their clients first because they're independently owned, and they have the ability to say yes to a lot of transactions others can't because they've got relationships with a huge range of national underwriters. Pro-Land Title. ProLandTitle.com. Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story came back.
I think the crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's right.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Who
Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this?
Rakeem Boyd.
Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can think of.
From junior college. college.
Because
From
Devil
not
Whaley
KSU.
he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the
Okay.
same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played
yeah.
1 year
Yeah.
with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkel.
Story, Nick Starkel, Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. you don't have
Connor-
to take
Connor
shots at
Nolan.
people.
Golly,
You can say,
Bart, come
golly.
on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about
That's
that.
like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
Yeah, none of them
game.
panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay
Yeah.
played. Yeah,
Jack
that's
Lindsay
right.
Connor
played
Nolan's
well.
been
Now, did
in
Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't
I think-
recall
I believe-
exactly.
I
I
believe-
think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Yeah.
Better interim coach. Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
people
was
have done
entertaining.
worse. You know.
I don't know. That team was, like projected to win 10 or 11.
Well, but that was all based on the fact that that was based on Bobby Petrino
And the previous
still,
year.
Still being, I can
Smile!
Yeah, golly.
Oh,
It still is.
oh my!
Yeah, it'll knock you down now the same way it did back then. I just remember that quarterback for ULM running in on that bootleg in Little Rock and just like, oh my God. I mean, this is going to be so bad.
You look a little fat and sloppy.
And it got even worse than that.
I just remember everyone saying, run the ball. Please
Well,
run the ball.
yeah.
Please run the ball.
Yeah, just run the ball.
We kept throwing it.
I
Lost to
got no answers.
Louisiana Monroe, got Tyler Wilson knocked out of the game.
Oh,
Yeah, he had a concussion.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
That
bad.
was a bad time.
Golly, that's bad.
It's
But people have done worse. As bad as that year was,
chunks of land.
it was not as bad as it was going to get. That's the sad part.
Oh,
I mean, seriously, that's the sad part.
Do you guys remember John Chavis being the DC here?
yes, the big chief.
Oh,
Yeah, the chief.
and here's the thing: when they hired him, I mean, John Chavis had a track record of real success.
Yeah, but he was done.
I know. I'm aware of that. In retrospect,
You could
he
tell
was
pretty
not as
quickly.
into it as he was those years over at Tennessee.
Well, it's tough when you have a lot. You have a lot of talent, and then you don't have any to still
know,
be the same
I
coach.
know.
But we got the retired
Yes,
John Chavis.
we did. We got him on the way out.
That's another question. Have we seen the worst of Arkansas football? Have we seen it? Have we witnessed it? Is it behind
I hope
us?
so.
Is
I
it
believe
behind us?
I believe we bottomed out. We're on the way back up. I mean, I do.
It's in our past.
But now, I'm not going to, and I've said this before, anybody that thinks it's going to be a quick climb, I mean, better recalibrate your thinking there because that's not how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my thought.
Can you give me a couple more players from the chat?
Yeah,
Morris?
sure.
Chase Hayden.
Ooh.
That was a Texan.
I don't recall Chase Hayden.
Running
Who
back.
was the punt? Who
I called a
returned
lot
punts?
of names then, but that was a forgettable
Who
era.
returned-
Jared Cornelius.
Jared
Oh, yeah, Jared
I
Cornelius
remember
is a good
Jared
player. Broke
Cornelius.
his arm.
Yeah, he was a good player.
TJ Hammonds.
TJ was.
TJ
He had a
Hammonds.
lot of
Wasn't
promise.
he a returner?
TJ Hammonds was here for like 8 years.
Yeah, he was
off
here
and
a
on.
That's an
long
Arkansas
time.
kid that, if you'll remember, I mean, we took.
'Cause
I'm
he-
sure
he
you
played for
took calls
Bielema.
from people that thought, "Hey, man, that
Yeah.
that guy's a game
Gotta get him
changer right there.
touches.
You got to get him on the field."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just never really came together.
Who was the best, not your favorite, but the best player in the Chad Morris era?
The best player.
Yeah. Outstanding.
Probably Rakeem
Razorback.
Boyd. Probably Rakeem
Cam
Boyd.
Curl.
Yeah, Cam Curl.
Oh, yeah,
Cam Curl
Cam
probably
Curl went on to do big
Hey,
things.
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I don't know if he was that good when he was here. I'm not saying he wasn't good.
Someone mentioned
Dre Greenlaw.
Dre
was on
Greenlaw.
the-
Yeah,
Dre
yeah.
Greenlaw.
Was on
Was
the
he
one of
was
those-
he on Chad Morris?
He was on the
Yeah.
back end of it.
He was.
He was in his last year.
he
here
didn't.
was
He was.
Chad.
He didn't
senior.
come in to play for Chad.
That's
Chad,
right. No.
Chad didn't recruit him.
Now Rob Smith and Bielema got
Yeah.
Buster
Dre Greenlaw.
Brown was a Chad Morris. kid.
Buster Brown's still.
And
Buster
he's-
Brown's
he
still in
just
the
got
league.
he just got a contract.
Yeah.
Hey,
Extension with
Yell the
Jacksonville.
Froholt's still in the league.
Yeah, Frohold's still in
We
the
need to
league.
have some of these guys on and ask them about the Morris era. Just like
Because they'll be brutally honest now.
let's just tell us what was happening. Tell us what was going on.
Traylon Burks was a Chad Morris recruit.
Yeah, he was.
Wow. Really good.
Yeah, I'm just
really
thinking,
good.
I was just thinking
They
about
had some good players.
Ricky Stromberg was a good player.
They had some really good players.
Dalton Wagner.
that right there is an example. We talk about it a lot. And I'm being totally serious here. The most important thing a new head coach can do is assemble a staff. It's the most important thing. Before you start talking about we got to go get players and we got to do this, you better assemble you a top shelf staff. If you don't, you're going to be behind the 8 ball and you're never going to get out from behind that position. And that's what happened there, in my opinion, or at least part of what happened there. Good guys, all of them good guys. But that staff was it was not as good a staff as you need to win in our league. I'll just put it that way.
There's an Armand Watts shout out.
Yeah, Armand Watts played in the NFL quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure he's not still in the NFL.
C.J. O'Grady.
C.J. O'Grady could have played in the NFL.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely
Could have.
He could have.
He had all. He could have been a Pro Bowler. In the
Yes.
NFL.
Yes.
I mean, that guy had all kinds of.
Yeah.
talent. Well, anyhow, we've covered a few there. Chad, we went to the quarterback room. We went to the Chad Morris roster.
Are we forgetting a quarterback? Starkle, Hicks?
Yeah,
we've got to be.
KJ Jefferson was a freshman. Chad Morris's second.
Yeah,
but no.
KJ Jefferson was the guy that was going to keep Chad Morris around here for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to be the meal ticket.
Glad that didn't work out.
If Chad could have got one more year, KJ might have won enough ball games that he could have stuck around and made it 4
Here's
5
one
years.
favorite offensive coordinator not named Bobby Petrino that you can remember from Arkansas football.
Oh, he got blamed for a lot of things back then, but looks pretty good now, and that's Jim Chaney. You know, people rode Chaney's butt all the time. But, you look back and we weren't all that bad. We weren't all that bad.
I thought Browse was good.
Yeah.
I thought Browse was great for KJ Jefferson.
He sure was.
I'll say it. I'll say it. Gus Malzahn.
Malzahn? Well, I mean, look at what they did with, deep. You talk about getting the most out of your best players on offense. I would have to say that's got to be up there at the top, wouldn't you? Like, they got the most out of McFadden, Felix, Peyton Hillis, just
with one football, yes. With only one football, yes. I mean that's how it works with 3 guys and 1 ball. You're always going to have at least one of them that you say, man, we should have got him the ball more. And that guy for a lot of Razorback fans is Hillis. And Peyton was a really good player. But I mean that's you've got one football, and that's how it works.
Chuck and Bo Show. You can find it on demand wherever you get podcasts and YouTube. It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. 6:47. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be coming to you live from the liquor store.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Friday before Father's Day, man. We'll be at Macadoodles. It's so much more than that. Free coffee, popcorn. I mean, it's a great experience. We're gonna experience it all tomorrow. We hope you can come see us.
Coffee.
Just north. Yes. Yes. 6:47. Good morning. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. At First Security, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal. When you walk in, call, or click, you're working with people who live here, know the community, and understand what you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's managing day-to-day spending or planning for something bigger, it's real support from real people who care enough to listen. Discover what better banking feels like. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC.
When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnumcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
Oakland is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oakland Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly. When it comes to a roof or remodel, let me recommend Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky on what you can expect.
We're going to be there when we say we're going to be there. We're going to have really high-quality people that are going to be there that are extremely talented at what they do. You're going to get more than what you bargained for.
And Teamwork Roofing and Construction now offers financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Be talking down to people, Bart.
I am going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Pascal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopascal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. PG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I can't figure out if Chuck's playing a role here, or this is how he feels, or if he cares at all.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Davion Warren. Davion Warren was a good player from the Chad Morris era. We're going through the names here. Bo's going to get breakfast. I'd forgotten Chase Hayden. You mentioned somebody. Was it you that mentioned Chase Hayden?
I brought him up because a texter did, and I remember him.
I had forgotten about him. Running back. His dad played at Tennessee, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and came here, and it never really panned out. Traylon Smith. You guys remember Traylon Smith?
I do.
As a running back.
Yeah, number 22.
Yeah, Coylin Jackson. Keith's kid was on that team. Tyson Morris was on that team. Wow, years pass and
Michael
you forget
Woods.
about these guys. Michael Woods.
He had a cup of coffee in the NFL.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'd
He was
forgotten
on the
about
Browns
that.
roster for
That's
a year or
right.
two.
That's exactly right.
I don't know if he's still there, but
Jamario Bell. Remember Jamario Bell? I mean, these are names that, unless somebody brought them up, you might not think about. Who was a freshman defensive lineman, Matteo Soli? I mean, there's some
names.
There's some names on here. Some of these guys, Graham Morgan. Graham Morgan was as good as we've had at that spot in a while, and he was Jake Urachek was on that team. I'd forgotten about that. Simeon Blair. Man, all these names are coming back. Catalon.
Greg Brooks.
Catalon was a freshman.
That's
in
crazy.
2019.
I think he's still playing.
Is he still playing? Is Catalon still playing?
I don't know if that's true, but
I think he was on somebody's. Didn't he play for Missouri?
He played for Missouri.
He played for Missouri last year in the 25 season, and he was a freshman.
No.
In the 19 season for Chad. Does he have another year?
No way.
What? Say it.
He's still on the roster.
This would be his 8th year.
He's got to be asking for a waiver. There must be a waiver pending.
There's no way. I have to dig into this a little bit more. I got to get an answer.
You remember when we were talking about how he was going to be as good as Atwater? Remember when we all
He
said
was a good prospect.
He was a good prospect. Keyword
Okay,
there.
no, he's
big.
not. He's done. He's out of
All right,
eligibility.
All right. Back with more in a bit.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
In a world full of shortcuts, One whiskey, Refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate for complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the home.
Okay.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting a few
That
too
is
many years on me here.
Oh, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home, and you holding court, and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket,
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place. And then, he's going to maybe get thrown out. Do people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
place?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them, you've been through this with your parents. And I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. I mean, and all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No, not right now.
Come on. No, that's way too far out for Bart. Bart did not think about that, right?
Well, yeah. I'm just talking about, you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always be
the good part is you can say those things at that age and
People
completely get away with it. I mean, completely get away with it.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast in 86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a
the whole-
handbasket.
whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
The first year is important. You got to win. Everybody wants you to do nothing but win. But can you set a foundation that you can build on for year 2, year 3, and so on and so forth? And you don't get a lot of time. Knowing Arkansas specifically, man, they just need unity. They need unity from across the state, the fan base, the alumni, the coaches, the recruits, everything, because it's a great place. It's a special place. You can win there. From what I can tell from the outside looking in, he's been doing a lot of the right things to try to get it going that direction.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, you're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show.
Coming to you live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Everybody wants you to do nothing but win.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, well, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Let's just play it. Here we go.
Chad is a winner, and he's everywhere he's been, he's won, and I don't see that changing. I know he's going to do great things at Arkansas, and the folks there at Arkansas are going to enjoy getting to know him. He really understands the recruiting process. He was a high school coach for a long time, and on that side of it, and then obviously coming and was with us here at 4 years, kind of on the other side of the recruiting process. So he gets it. He's more than ready for this opportunity. He's very well prepared. He's very detailed and organized, and he'll put a great staff together, and he's going to work his butt off in recruiting. And, I don't have any doubt that he'll win.
You know, I'm a young head coach, so I don't really have a head coaching tree. So I got my first brand, and I'm dang happy that it's Chad Morris, and I don't have any doubt he's going to do a great job at Arkansas.
Well,
the club music makes it even better.
Club dub music.
Club dub.
And now Chad Morris is the offensive coordinator at Clemson.
Yeah, he's come all the way back, and it's funny, full circle for Clemson. This is why that's why they liked him the first time.
He just had some answers that we didn't have.
That's true.
He just had some answers that we didn't have.
All right, everybody sitting up. Everybody feet on the floor.
Okay. All right. This is getting brutal. Oh,
we're gonna put it in the left lane and pop the clutch and put the hammer down.
It all came up because I asked. We had random Razorback mention this morning. Let me take you back to the first hour. Somebody randomly on the YouTube stream mentioned Carlos Hall. No rhyme or reason.
So appreciative.
No rhyme or reason for any of it. Like, we have no idea what they're
Called
even
him the
talking
greatest
about.
defensive player in Razorback history.
So we started just mentioning random Razorbacks, and they can't be like, the leading, like Tony Bua, leading tackler, or,
No, it's gotta be
Matt
truly
Jones
random.
or Darren McFadden.
It's got to be Dionisio Gomez.
So Dionisio Gomez was the winner of the first hour. Like, he's the Razorback of the day.
Jonathan Nance gets honorable mention. Jonathan Nance gets honorable.
Walk-on legend.
The random Razorback of the day, Dionisio Gomez. And then we just kept thinking, and it was like, who was your favorite player from the Chad Morris era? And then we dang near rattled off the whole roster.
Yeah.
And I heard you guys talking while I was out getting the Pro-Land title breakfast, and you brought up a kid that is like his 8th year at Missouri that played for Chad Morris.
Jalen Catalog.
What if you, this is going to sound really horrible, and I apologize. I don't mean to be mean, but what if you could get an extra year of eligibility by getting a judge to give you a temporary injunction because you played for Chad Morris at Arkansas?
Well,
what if you could actually do that? What if you could say,
I think you'd have an argument.
I didn't get to have the college experience that I was promised. Like, they scammed me.
He didn't get the the full student athlete experience.
Yes.
I think you would find a sympathetic judge.
I think in Washington
That's
County,
right.
yes.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, you wouldn't have to leave town.
No.
Yes, Washington County, you could find a judge that says, you know what? I agree with you. I would like those 2 years back as a fan, too.
The Chad Morris red shirt.
Yeah. In fact, you get 2 years.
I was going to say
2 years.
the law.
That's right.
You get 2 years. If you played under Chad Morris at Arkansas, you have 2 years of eligibility left at Arkansas.
Did you play?
Cam
under
Curl,
Chad
welcome
Morris?
back.
Commercial.
Do you love this?
You may be entitled to
to make the commercial.
This is terrible.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
I'm going to, we're going to make a commercial.
This is horrible.
You are going to make a commercial.
Were you wronged by Chad Morris?
Class action lawsuit.
Were you or a loved one harmed by...
Oh, man.
That is.
Oh, good mercy. I'm sorry. And somehow we got Ed Orgeron back in here now.
Well, somebody mentioned
where's playing the
McTelvin Agim
as
on
a
the
former
text
Razorback,
line. Yeah.
as a random Razorback mention.
Yeah.
And somehow on the old show.
This was in his press conference. Coach O was previewing the matchup against the Razorbacks.
Okay, that's where. Thank you for the setup.
Yeah.
And you brought that clip with you. Here it is.
Their top players is Makeem Elgin, based from Arkansas, recruited.
Oh, that's funny.
Their top players is Makeem Elgin, he's from Arkansas, recruited him.
Makeem Elgin. Maybe that's why you didn't get it.
I need to find the one where he's rolling through his own depth chart and he says, "Our punter's Josh."
Yes, I remember that one. That was so good. That's the name of the clip. Our punter's
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah.
I think you should be able to find it. I remember that.
Oh, it's gold.
Playing the hits
That
this
is
morning.
gold right there.
7:07. Good morning. Number one portal class for the Razorback baseball team, by the way.
Oklahoma's playing for the title.
And Oklahoma, who finished 11th in the SEC,
14-16,
2 games under 500, is playing for the national championship with North Carolina. How about that?
That is, that's just, I would have never guessed. Never guessed. They didn't even, I mean, they lost. If you'll remember, they were one and done at the SEC tournament. They went 14-16 in the league. They go to Hoover. LSU beat them, if I'm not mistaken. LSU beat them. They didn't even make the tournament. I'm not sure Oklahoma's lost since then. If they have, it's only been one.
I think they were 1-5 against teams they played in the postseason during the regular season.
Right. I mean, it's just, and like the guys that they're throwing right now.
Freshmen.
Yeah.
That haven't pitched many innings all season long, and they're winning with them.
I don't know if you saw the clip. Switzer's been up there.
Yeah.
In fact, they showed Switzer sitting next to Bob Stoops the other night at the game, and it was like, wow.
They're hanging out together.
Yeah. But Switzer, they all the players came through the line post-game, and Switzer's shaking their hand. He asked all the tall ones, were you the pitcher? He wanted to congratulate the pitcher, but he didn't know any of them were. But he knew the pitcher was tall. And so every tall guy that passed through the line, Switzer would say, were you the pitcher? And they'd all go, no, he's back there, but these guys aren't household names. But and I doubt if Switzer went to a game this year, maybe one or two on campus.
You go to the events.
Yeah, but
go to the big events.
He's there now, front and center.
5 home runs they hit last night.
Yeah.
2 guys hit multiple home runs. I don't believe that's ever happened at the College World Series. And you hit multiple home runs in a game and have more than one guy in your team do it. Here's what it sounded like as they finished it off. Oklahoma to advance to the finals to play North Carolina.
Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to short. Willits is there. Gloves, throws, and you can unhitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the barn. The boys from Norman will play for the trophy. It'll be Oklahoma and North Carolina for the national championship.
What was that?
That was great.
What was that?
It'll be Oklahoma.
Is that a fan or a guy in the back of the booth?
For the national championship.
It sounds like a fan. Are they saying no?
No, I think I think it's the end of a "Let's go." Perhaps.
Oh yeah, maybe so. Let's back it up just a little bit further.
The boys from Norman will play for the trophy. It'll
That's
be
it.
Oklahoma and North Carolina for the national championship.
It's on the ESPN broadcast as well. You can hear it.
By the way, completely random before I forget. So I went to get breakfast, and that new ice cream place up the street, Edward, that you said's the best.
That homemade ice.
It's just a good scoop of ice cream.
We're like, Edward, why is it so good?
Yeah.
It's just a good
It's called
scoop
Handles.
of homemade ice cream.
Yeah.
And he said,
Is it open yet?
It's just, so here's the story.
Okay.
I'm driving in this morning. It's 5:30. It's right up the street from the office. And I go, they got a 10 out here. There's a grand opening. Maybe they're going to have free ice cream like in a matter of minutes. Like we'll send somebody down and we'll get ice cream at like 8 o'clock this morning. So now, I come back, I go back by there to get breakfast. That's not what's going on. Whatever is going on, people have camped out for it.
No way.
There's 40 people in the parking lot,
Are you
like
serious?
kids students at a game.
Can I go down
They're
there?
all
and,
lined up against the
just
wall. They
hang
got
out down
sleeping
there?
bags. They got
Really?
a tent. Oh, yeah.
Is it that good?
I bet it's.
I don't know.
I bet it's like free ice cream.
But
for a
it's
year or something.
it's 7-Eleven in the morning, right?
I'm
And they've been there
examining.
since
Yeah, but,
5:30.
I'm looking into it.
I would camp out for a few things, but free ice cream
That's
is not
what
one up.
in the morning. Like what are you gonna do? Get you a beat?
Oh, whoa. First 50 guests receive free ice cream for a year.
Oh, wow.
Why did we not
That's
know
different.
about this? I
That's
would have stayed
different.
down there the whole show today.
Edward.
There you go.
Edward,
Oh.
go down there and cut
I would have
line.
reported live.
Go down there and cut line.
Should I start
11
counting?
a.m. is when they open.
Are you kidding me?
11 a.m. How many people were in line, Bo?
I mean, my guess was 40.
Running out of time.
Free ice cream for life.
Yeah.
Or
No,
a year?
A year.
A year. Okay.
I don't know if they could get away with doing it for life.
Get Riley in
year is
here.
good
You can
enough.
go down there.
Well,
That's probably
Phone
where
in.
Riley
Phone in.
is.
Yeah.
What if Riley called in and said, "I can't make it. I
I'm in
can't leave
line
until
for free
11."
ice cream.
I'm
That
number
would be
13.
awesome.
I'm number 13 in line.
You know
wish
what?
I knew about this.
She doesn't know this, but we would be like, "That's great, congratulations!" Like thank you.
Should I go
There's
down
a
there with like
whole-
$100 cash?
There's a whole terms and
Okay,
conditions
give me your
thing here.
spot in line.
Really? You have to sign a waiver if you win ice cream for a year?
Not responsible.
You have
for
to one of the
gets
first 50
medical
customers in
problems.
line.
Not responsible
No
for the 20
spot
pounds
saving
you're
or
gonna
line
get.
cutting, and have stayed in line until store opens at 11 a.m.
No line cutting.
Well, how are they going to know that?
Let's see. No purchase necessary.
Those are the key words.
The
don't have to
free
purchase anything
the
while you're
free
there this
ice
morning.
cream for a year card entitles each winner to one free small sugar or cake, cone, or dish per week, beginning the date designated on the card.
Well, it's a good scoop.
That's
It's
a good deal.
scoop.
That's a good deal.
That'll be a
I'll
good
take it.
scoop
I would
a
take
week.
it.
Okay.
That's a great deal.
Well,
really?
I mean, let's not go
Okay.
that far.
Could you imagine every Friday just going down to
Oh,
the
yeah.
free scoop of ice cream?
Sitting in the drive-through for
Look
like
at this.
15 minutes
Look at this.
for that one scoop.
Oh, my.
Look at this. My wife already knew about it. Didn't say anything.
Is she there?
She probably knew better than to tell me.
Why
No,
would she not
she's
say
not
anything?
there. I don't know.
Come
but
on, man.
as we were talking about it and Bart was looking it up, she texted and I saw it afterwards. So, okay, let's say it's $5. Would it be more than $5? You know, $7? Like
well, I can look at the menu.
I'm
and
talking
probably
about.
tell you.
I'm talking about what
Small
they give you.
scoop. Small
Is that
scoop.
$7 fair? Like
Maybe.
it's on a
Man,
high
it's
end,
small.
right?
Small. It was a small size.
So 7 times 52 is what we're talking. $7 times 52 weeks, right?
Yeah.
That's $364 worth of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
What are you willing to do for 360? Not just
Not much.
$364,
Not much.
but for $364 worth of ice cream. Yeah, no.
I'm taking it.
I'm not camping out.
No.
That's for
I am.
sure.
I am.
Really?
Would you really? For
And then you still have to
$364?
get there once a week.
Sleep in the
It's
parking
one
lot?
day. It's one day.
We'll collect some money. I mean, if you'll go sleep in the parking lot tonight,
I'll tell you what, Edward. I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you $365 if for every week or every week of the year you go to the same place and get ice cream.
Deal.
And you got to document it every time.
Deal. I'll
the
keep
date,
receipts,
the bang,
everything. Yeah.
and 52 weeks later, you get 365. But you can't miss a week. And I want you,
I don't get the money up front?
No, you got to
Oh,
complete the
well.
52 weeks. What I'm saying is, I don't think it's humanly possible. It's almost humanly impossible for somebody to go once a week
No.
to the same place.
If you give me the money up front, I'll do it. Next June 18th.
Why do you have to have
Why
the
do you have
money
to have
up
the
front?
money up front?
Because it's just like there.
That's
Why
the
would
way
I
your
do it?
generation
Yeah,
does it.
That's right.
You get your money up front.
That's right.
Well,
That's how I do it, Chuck.
I
That's how
understand.
do it, Chuck.
I understand. I mean, you know.
But okay, I give it to you up front. If you don't complete the task,
I
you
will
miss
pay you
1
back.
week.
I will pay you the
give me the
full fund.
whole thing
Yes,
back.
That's right.
You're nuts. You can't do it.
Can we start like after we miss 2?
Oh, after you've been on vacation and after you had to go somewhere for this and
well,
after you had to go,
can I go
you
get
can't
ice
do
cream
it.
like when I'm out of town?
You can't.
What
do
if
it.
you're just not in town?
This is such a brilliant marketing strategy
I could do it.
because you can't
Small dish.
actually achieve it.
$4.50.
You can't do it.
$4.50 times 52.
Well, you got to factor in tax. $5 a trip.
Yeah.
I told you guys.
$5 a trip.
Casano's
So,
gave
I mean, it's
away
not
a
even
pizza to their
$300.
bracket winner
$260
for a year.
$260. I do it.
What's $260?
It's $450
about
a
$5 a
serving.
visit.
$5 after tax. 52 weeks.
So it's even less than we thought.
$260. Yeah, and Edward says I'll do it for $260.
Edward, I got all kinds of things you can do for $260.
Yeah, I mean, you can mow my yard every week.
Chucky and I we can help you out here. I mean, mercy sakes. Hey,
Yeah,
team,
but it's in the spirit of, sorry, I was answering the phone. I couldn't.
Tell you what, you mow my yard for $260 a year. I'll give you ice cream every time you come over.
well,
How about
absolutely.
that? Every single time,
No,
I'll
no.
go get you a cup of Handel's ice cream.
No,
Or
no.
I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say the name.
no, you can't. You can't.
That homemade ice cream
No
place.
ads.
I'll go get you a dish of that every single time.
No.
See?
No.
Here's my question.
Well, I just drive in
want-
and get ice cream.
I
I don't have to
want-
mow somebody's lawn.
Or will you go down
For
there
the same price.
Send Riley down there, wake Riley up, tell her to go straight to Handles and interview people. And the first question I want her to ask any of them is, do you have a job?
Where do you work?
I'm serious. Because it's fascinating to me that somebody who doesn't have a job is willing to sit there all night for a year's worth of free ice cream that amounts to $5 a week. And do they really know what they're doing?
Matt and Harrison.
But they
points-
won't take a job that would just pay for it.
Matt Harrison points out he has 5 kids. That if he was to win this, he'd have to buy 4 dishes of ice cream. He said I'd lose $1,500 if I won.
Is
Okay,
it one
here,
person? Is
here.
it one cone?
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah, it's one.
It's not for the whole family. It's
Here.
for one
I guess
person.
unless your whole family gets you're there camping out with your whole family.
Well, yeah,
We
yeah.
got a
Well,
card
the
for-
family that
for all
camps out
5
of the
of us.
ice cream place
We should
together
have done this
stays
the whole
together.
Chuck and Bo show.
We
We
should have done the show live
Look,
from the
Exactly.
line.
We could have.
Look, there's 46 different flavors there. That you only have to repeat flavors 8 times out of a whole year. You could try every single
It's
flavor.
a dream come true.
I'll do it.
You
I
live
would
in
do
an
it.
alternate reality.
No.
Who do
I
you
live in
know
this
that
reality.
goes to an ice cream shop and tries all the flavors?
I don't know anyone,
There's a
but if
reason
I
why-
had $260 in my pocket that was meant
you
for
have-
ice cream and no other reason, I would do
But
it.
what if you found a flavor that was really good?
Then I
mean,
would
you
do
really
it.
liked it.
Then I would. Then I
and
have
it became
8
your
chances.
go-to.
Well, that's most people, right?
Yes.
Like, what
Well,
is he?
then
have-
I would just
What does
eat
he have?
it
A
every week.
versatile palate?
I don't know.
I would
Most
eat it
people
every
don't
week.
go in there and go, I want all of those.
The chocolate chip mint ice cream. Lots of times I stop right there.
That's fine.
I stop.
That's fine. It's not a requirement to try every flavor.
No, teamwork,
Just-
roofing,
Hey,
and construction. You
Hey,
don't have to stand in line.
Apparently, they had a VIP soft opening, and we were not invited.
Oh, well, then it wasn't VIP.
You don't
It,
have
looked,
it wasn't
it looked
really-
like it looks like it was
wasn't
a
really
very fun
VIP.
time. It looks like it was a really fun time.
I'm sure. Well, it's a great place. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I'm talking about more about this whole camp out deal
Yeah,
and
I
how
know.
much and all that. You don't have to camp out to get a new roof with Teamwork Roofing and Construction. In fact, you may need a roof, so you don't have to camp out, and they can help you with that. And they've got financing options now available, which is pretty unprecedented in that industry. But they realize that you may need a new roof, and you may not be able to afford it at this moment. So they've got 0 down, 0% options for 12 months or low fixed payments over time, no payments at all for 60 days. Maybe you need help with your deductible. That could be a case where Teamwork Roofing and Construction can help you. They're proud to be premier certified contractors for both Malarkey Shingles and McElroy Metal Systems. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. You get licensed crews, you get certified materials, you get work done on time and on budget. Teamworkbuilt.com. That's the website. Teamworkbuilt.com. Built on quality. Powered by Teamwork. I don't even know now. I don't even know what I was about to say.
I mean, we were talking about.
It's profound.
What were we talking about?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
He's Chuck Barrett. He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by Teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins. Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. My biorhythms were like screaming over the weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt it the minute I walked into the casino Thursday night. I knew it was going to be well. I knew things were going to go well. I could feel it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Camping out overnight for ice cream for a year down the street from us. Amounts to once a week, basically $5.
$260 worth of
That's
ice
the rough
cream.
math, yeah.
That's Mattson or Rick's and Lowell. Rick, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show. How are you?
Good morning. Hey, handles is good, but I don't know that it's that good, Bo. And I've got 5 in my household, and I assure you ain't gonna get out the door handles for $5. I might get out the door. Handles for about $40.
Yeah.
For 5.
For 5.
Yeah.
For one
But,
person. That one's small.
Yeah.
And I've heard nothing but great things. I've never been, but I've heard it's great.
No, fantastic. They've got a black cherry milkshake out of this world.
There you go.
But the comment was made earlier about you'll give Andrew, I think it's Andrew,
Edward.
$365 if you'll go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Edward, sorry, Edward.
It's okay.
$365 if you'll go every week. And he says, well, I got to have my money up front. I got to ask, Bo, when you pay Edward every week, do you pay him before the week's over or after the week's over?
That's a good question. I've been meaning to nail this down. I can't figure out whether we're in arrears or we're in heads.
You're in arrears.
Oh, okay. It's just interesting before the work's done.
I can't. I've been going back and trying to figure out from day one if he's a week ahead or a week behind.
I've been keeping up.
Chuck said the payroll is correct.
Chuck's our CFO.
Chuck said the payroll is correct.
That's right.
He said we're just fine.
All right, I appreciate the show. I just had that question.
That is a good question. Thank you. And it made me wonder there for a minute. That's a small business for you.
That's funny.
You're like, now wait a second. Did we pay that guy like the week he started, or did he have to work a week and then we paid him, and then it's set forever like that? And you go back to your employee like 10 months later, and you go, listen, man, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're going to have to catch up on
That's right.
a week.
That's exactly.
That's not going to go
Yeah,
well.
yeah, that's
I
not
need
going
you
to go
to work
over.
next week
That's
for nothing.
your screw
We've
up,
already
man.
paid
Yeah.
you for that
That's
week.
right. That's
You
your
talk about
mistake.
not getting it back.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be like reversing NIL. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, you're not coming back
not how
and
it
taking it back. You can't fix that one. You just got to bite the bullet.
That's right.
You can't fix that one.
No.
Well, hey, look, I hope those kids all have a home.
Well,
to go
I do
back
too.
to.
I was thinking the same
Us
thing.
getting out
It's
there
like,
and
have
camping
Betty
out.
Yocker.
Need to send them to Wagner Realtors, the Griffin Company. That's what we need to do. We need to get them someplace to live.
Yeah, get them a place.
They
to
won't
live.
need that free ice
Get
cream.
them their own ice cream.
Hey, here's the thing about Wagner Realtors, the Griffin Company. They're with you every step of the way. In all seriousness, if you're buying a home, if you're selling a home, Bo's been through it. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going through it right now, and I'm glad they're my partner.
And it's been that way for a long time. And anybody that partners with Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, they come away with the same conclusion. It's a big deal when you buy a home, probably the most money you've ever spent. And they are not insensitive to that. I'll just put it that way. They understand. They want to help you get into the home of your dreams. And if you're selling your home, they want to help you get every single penny that home is worth. So try them out if you've not. If you have, you already know what I'm talking about. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978. Washington and Benton counties, Fort Smith, Branson, and you can log on to WeichertGriffin.com. Dionisio Gomez.
An action shot.
An action shot.
On
That's
the Chuck and Bo
fantastic.
social page.
Oh, the Facebook page is blowing up right now.
Your
I'm sure it
random
is.
Razorback of the day.
We can read them later.
Dionisio Gomez. You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnumcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
If fresh seafood is calling your name, Fish City Grill in Rogers has been answering for 20 years. Just check the chalkboard. Fresh fish comes in daily, and the specials are always worth a look. Crawfish season is rolling, the raw oysters are as good as you'll find anywhere in Arkansas, and happy hour runs Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. It's locally owned and worth every visit. It's Fish City Grill in Rogers, near the Pinnacle Hills Promenade.
It's the Chuck and Bo show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, you know, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go with all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, you know, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, you know, I think, you know, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week, and I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. You know, it's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was like, they haven't been to the series, and now we've checked that, and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, you know, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but like, I know that, you know, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oakland is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the Luxury Hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Goodbye. They're leaving. They're leaving. They're mass exodus.
They're heading for the exit.
it's
Can you
awesome.
believe it?
Goodbye.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
That's what they're going to be saying at the U.S. Open to player after player after player. It
Golf
is
ball after golf
brutal,
ball after
brutal,
golf ball.
Brutal conditions out there at the U.S. Open. If you want to watch terrible golf, if you want to watch over par, tune into the U.S. Open.
Is anybody
all
under
weekend.
par, Bart?
No, they're currently in a fog delay.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And a guy hit one. We already saw the video. Guy hit it 10 feet from the hole. It didn't just roll off the green. It rolled 40 yards off the green.
I love it.
He went for, and Bart loves it.
I can't.
I'm going to say that when we watch Bart play
Bart
again.
loves
Every
the
time that
carnage.
something
He
happens to
loves the
Bart. Can you
carnage.
imagine? He would call it injustice if that happened to him.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, well, I missed the spot.
Matt Zimmerman, who you heard saying goodbye there, is here to say hello now. Well, you introduce him, Chuck. Go ahead.
The man who says, what's his name? Mika Murnanen?
Yeah. Let's talk about Mika. Z, good
Z,
morning.
is it Big Mika or just Mika? What are you going to say this year on the
I
broadcast?
think we just go with Mika. You know, we went with Big Z with Zavonimir Ivica, and that had some
Still can't
positives,
say it.
but then, you know, just kind of leveled out. So hopefully we can have a great success with Big Mika. He's
Big,
not
there
quite
it
as
is.
thick as Zavonimir, but yeah, he can. Boy, he's a skilled player.
So you
morning.
Yeah, you sat down with him and you asked him how to. Do we have the?
We have the full thing.
Yeah, go ahead and let's play this real quick.
What's your family's correct pronunciation of your last name?
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, that's the Finnish way.
Yeah. Well, Chuck Barrett, the voice of the Razorbacks, we're going to make sure that him and Mike Kaywood get that on recording so they can practice that.
Now play it where he said it and Z said it, and they'll see if Z got it right.
Morning.
Morning.
So
is there an extra N in there?
So he went with Big Mika.
I said it a little faster than he did. I was trying to get it done quickly.
Yeah, it's a tough. You're on the spot there. It's tough, and you just got as
It
a
is.
professional.
No, you did
just go
great.
with what you got to.
You did great.
Morning.
Morning.
I've learned from Chuck. Chuck's the best at it. We've had some tough last names, first names over the years. Football, basketball. Chuck's the best at figuring those names
You
out.
just say it the same way every time. Right or wrong, say it the same way every time. Say it with conviction.
Then it
That's right.
becomes
Say it the same way every time, and nobody will know the difference.
Z, you've spent some time with the basketball players. I know you've snuck into the gym probably on a daily basis, and we had a conversation breakout yesterday here about the roster and the recent big they had visiting from Russia and apparently working to get in here. 6'11" guy. I saw Paul Biancardi's scout on him. His analysis was basically like, this guy's a really good big, who's a really good rebounder, who can play with his back to the basket, who can pick and roll, who can shoot. And there are many Arkansas fans who still believe that Arkansas has whiffed on the big man part of their roster. So we brought you in to tell us what you know and to give us your thoughts on where they are on the roster with like 4 or 5 stars loaded, obviously. But what about their size and bigs?
Yeah, that's a good question. I do think that they know that. The coaches know that. I don't think they feel like they've whiffed when you got Mika, who's almost 7 foot tall, Hollow, who they still feel like is really going to be able to help this team, who redshirted last year, who's over 7 foot. You got some size, Cooper Bowser. So it's like we just got a bunch of 6'7", 6'8" guys. We got 3 really tall guys, but they're not bruisers. They're not physical specimens by any means. And I do feel like the coaches know that, and that's why they, we just had a young man in from junior college last week, a postman. Now the kid this week, I saw him with my own eyes. I didn't get to see him play. I just saw him at the facility. He's really big, got good length. He's built different than Elmir Jopic last year, who was just, 6'11", but so thick and strong. It'll be interesting to see, how good these guys can be. I do think it's going to be a spread out, open floor offense where these guards can drive it, and we're like Abdu and Billy and those guys can get to the basket without a low post guy hanging in there. I think if you're looking for Koa Pete, we don't have that right now. If you're looking for Boozer, we sure don't have that right now. But it's one of the most talented rosters in the country. And I think these big men, they've got a little chip on their shoulder because they know what all the Arkansas fans are saying, that we don't have any big men. If you're 7 feet tall and everyone's saying we don't have any big men, I think it's been motivating for those guys.
See, you've seen a lot of the new players, Jordan Smith and many others. Kind of give us, for those who've not seen all this new talent that we're going to watch next year, give us kind of a sneak peek of what we're in for.
Okay. Well, J.J. Andrews has been tremendous. He works extremely hard, left-hander, strong, 6'7" or so, real physical, plays very, very hard, and plays with an edge to him. And super nice young man, Chuck. You're going to love being around him, interviewing him, things like that. But he gets on that floor, he goes to work, and he can do a little bit of everything, and he shoots it way better than I think. I know what I thought. I knew he could shoot it a little bit, but just coaches you talk to in Little Rock, they were always like, that's the area he has to really grow the most. But he's so strong and physical, he just overpowered and bullied people in high school. But he can shoot the basketball. Jordan Smith, good as advertised. He's an attacking guard. Got a little small fraction of a hitch in his shot, but he spends a lot of time with it. He's got a repeatable shot, but he's a drive guy. Tough, physical, just like JJ, but in a guard version. And then Abdu Torre is hard playing, got an edge, shoots it pretty good. I think JJ's a fraction ahead of him to me, but Torre's going to play a lot. He's going to be a good player. He's about Carter's height. He's not quite as thick as Carter Knox was. Gets to the basket probably a little better than Carter. I don't know if he shoots it to the level of Carter. And then Jeremiah Wilkinson, we saw him. He can really shoot the basketball. Not a freshman, older player, left-handed. He's played in the ACC. He's played in the SEC, experienced guard. He's going to be a big key to everything. And then Mika. And one thing about him is, Chuck, he shoots. He'll turn to his right shoulder with his back to the basket a lot. He'll catch it. They're guarding him. And I saw him do it on Billy. We know Billy's a really good defender. He's turning on his right shoulder, jumping when that fadeaway and over the top of Billy, making those shots. And I hadn't seen him do it to three-point land, but he can shoot. He can catch and shoot a three, man. He can flat out shoot it. But when he catches it 12, 15 feet away, he loves to do a turnaround jump shot. He's working on this jump hook. It's pretty good to me. Looks good. I've seen him in pickup. I hadn't seen him with people in the stands and the coaches there and the popcorn popping, and it's 5-on-5, but Mika's really, really talented. Eric Bosley told me from 247 Sports way back when we got him that this guy had top 10 draft potential. He's that. And Bosley doesn't really brag on people like that unless it's Darius Acuff or somebody that's more of a sure thing. And he just raves on Mika, the talent that he has. He has the biggest upside of any of our players. And Cooper Bowser's better than our people think. He's athletic. He runs. He's a little bit like Nick. Don't let that scare you. Nick averaged like 5 and 4 last year. He's a little better than Nick. He's a little bit more assertive on offense, and he's a pretty good defensive player. He's not quite as physical as Nick, but he jumps more. He tries to block more shots. He's much more aggressive on the defensive end. He'll be in a little bit of foul trouble on occasion, but he's an older guy, played 3 years of college. This will be his 4th. He's gonna be important with the current big men we have. He's going to be very important, Cooper Bowser.
Well, when we're talking about bigs, because that is the conversation that everybody seems to come back to. Z, you've been around the game for a long time, so we'll ask you to teach us some basketball here. I think people have in their mind what they've seen win the national championship the last couple of years, and they're like, we need to look like that. Can you explain whether you have to look like that to win a national championship? I'm talking about the type of big that people are coveting here at Arkansas and really all over the country, which, by the way, there just aren't very many of those guys.
Yeah, that's a good point right there. There's just not many of those type of players around. Some of the bigs we mentioned, some of those bigs that Arizona had last year, Florida whipped us as bad as anybody has in the last 5 or 6 years with those big men dominating us down in Gainesville last year. Those teams had some really good bigs, and we didn't have quite like that for sure. And but you can win in different ways. I remember at one point when I was coaching, it was all about the big guards and the 6'5", 6'6" point guards. Well, we just had a 6'2" dominating point guard. It wasn't a 6'6", 6'7" point guard. So it's all kind of the hot flavor of the month and what's going well for teams right now. But obviously, throughout the history of basketball, the best teams have really good big men. And whether it's a low post guy or just a versatile big man. And so I think that Arkansas is in a pretty good place with the bigs if it ended today, but it's not going to end today. They're going to add. Yeah. And hopefully whoever they add can really help us. We can win a lot of games with these guys that are here right now. Chuck, they just go at each other, even in pickup, and when they're doing stuff, they go at each other. They're really, really tough kids. They're physical kids, and they play defense. Bo, we're going to be so much better on defense. We went 28-9, right? Made the Sweet 16, finished 3rd in the league, won the conference tournament. That's pretty strong, and we're going to be so much better of a defensive team. Because these guys they're guarding in June, and they've not even done really team practices. They've done 1, 2, 3, 4-man workouts, but then they've done pickup games. They didn't do hardly any pickup last year. These guys want to play. They're dragging themselves in. When Cal's in an NBA game, they're playing pickup. And I think that's a good sign for these guys, and I just think they're going to be more competitive. We have such a great offensive team, so it's hard to say we're going to average 90 again. Maybe we will, but this is going to be a much more well-rounded team.
Any chance, Z, that you're joining us right now from the line outside of Handel's Ice Cream for free ice cream for a year, that kids were spending the night overnight camping out like they would at Bud Walton?
Ice cream? Where's that at?
Yeah, it's on College. It's
where the old Burger
King was in the heart of Fayetteville.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's great.
Let me throw something out here.
I'm going to have to check it out.
Let me throw something out here.
Does anybody like free stuff more than Z?
We have been to, and it's on Learfield's dime. We've been to some of the best restaurants in the South, some of the best desserts in the South. I don't care what they have on the menu. Z asked for a dish of vanilla ice cream. Every restaurant we've ever been to.
Syrup.
Z wants vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup. He's like a child. I mean, you can be in a 5-star restaurant. Oh, I think I'll have some. Yeah, I'll have some creme brulee. And I'll have a dish of vanilla ice cream with some chocolate syrup.
Pie.
And when they don't have it, he gets mad. Yeah, he does. This is too nice a restaurant.
Yeah, I like that vanilla ice cream.
I bet they got it there. I bet they got it.
Yeah.
Would you stay?
Chocolate syrup makes it better. I can eat it without chocolate syrup, but I like that chocolate syrup.
Do you eat ice cream at least once a week?
I try not to because I got to watch my sugars, and so I got to be careful on it. And I do really eat whatever I want for the most part. I just try to make sure I get my 10,000 steps every day, and I'm at like I don't know, 12 or 1,300 straight days with getting my steps in.
There's
And
zero.
that was several years.
That's actually
Yeah.
really impressive.
There's zero chance that Z can go a day and not take 10,000 steps. Have you seen the
Yeah,
guy?
I got to get my steps.
I mean, the guy's
But
like a
1,300
cat on a
days.
hot
That's
tin roof.
impressive. That's
I mean, he just when he wakes up, he's gonna.
I've looked out the
have
hotel
1,000
window
in his own bedroom before he gets out to the kitchen.
Well, yeah. I'm just talking on the phone, walking around.
Z, we gotta go.
And Chuck,
Edward's
you see
throwing
me
us
on the
the break.
road. Chuck
I
sees me
know.
on the road outside the hotel.
I know, cold and rainy.
Thanks
doesn't
for
matter.
thanks for coming on, Z. Have a great
See ya.
day. Catch him on the Razorback
guys.
Daily every day. Hogs Plus. He's Matt Zimmerman. Do you have more opinions today? Do you have more things that we haven't gotten to?
Hell yeah, brother.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
About
Well,
because we
that's
don't
all I
want
wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Pascal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopascal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you win, you get to say anything you want. That's what sucks. When you don't win, the other guys get to say anything they want, and you just got to take it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Brent and Cersei. Brent, what's going on?
Not much. No, I was in Fayetteville. I was in.
Oh, Brett's in Fayetteville. A Handel's ice cream in line. What's going on?
I just bought my sister and I just bought us a place here in Fayetteville, Bo.
Holy cow! Breaking news.
Are you moving to Fayetteville?
No, her daughter's in school up.
I got you.
And it's cheaper than staying in a hotel. But I'll be here all the time. I'll be here a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
For football games and everything. So during basketball season, I won't have to go home. If we play on Wednesday and come back on Saturday, I can stay all week.
Well, that's good.
There you go. Well, we got a short segment here. Like, we're running out of time. Did you have something you wanted to throw at us, or do you just want to update us?
I just wanted to update you and tell you everything. I just hadn't called y'all in a while.
We've been wondering about you.
It's been a while.
And who won the game last night between Georgia and
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. 5 home runs.
Wes Johnson can't get it done. The great pitching coach can't get it done.
Wow.
Too sad. Too bad. Too sad.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't get it
Here's
done.
the 1-1. Ground ball to
All
short.
right.
Willits
Talk to
is
you
there.
later.
Glove.
All right, see you,
throws,
Brent.
And you can unhitch the wagon.
Unhitch it.
Put the ponies in the barn.
Put him in the barn.
The boys from Norman will play for the trophy. It'll be Oklahoma and North Carolina for the national championship.
That's a classic Brent call right there. Just called to
Hey,
update you. Just called
want to let y'all know.
Just
wanted to talk
He's
to the
out in the
boys.
parking lot.
Talk to the boys. Talk to the boys. And then, by the way, who won the OU game last night? I mean, it's literally like being at the cafe having
That's
coffee.
awesome.
He walks in like, hey, guys,
hear Brent's
I hadn't
voice.
seen y'all in a while. I mean, that's the kind of thing
Hey, who
we
won
do
that
here.
game last night?
Yeah, it's just saying, let's walking in having coffee with the guys.
Ugh.
It's like going to a Cafe B at Blakeman.
Well, it's not quite like that. But maybe not
Well,
quite.
I mean, you know, it's an experience. The best coffee in the world, Cafe B, Blakeman's in Pinnacle Hills, the official jeweler of the Razorbacks. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. And members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool and a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee. And for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at mcdonaldeye.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oh, I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary,
You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the hole.
Okay.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting
That is
many years on me here.
Well, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home, and you holding court, and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket,
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place. And then, he's going to maybe get thrown out. Do people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
places?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them. You've been through this with your parents, and I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. And all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No, not right now.
Come on. That's way too far out for Bart. Bart should not think about that.
Well, yeah. I'm just talking about, you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always be
the good part is you can say those things at that age and completely get away with it. I mean, completely get away with it.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast at 86 and completely saying whatever
the whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a handbasket.
Whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
This may not be something that people were really thinking about, and they may find it slightly unbelievable. Arkansas is actually in the best financial position they've ever been in the history of the football program right now. I do think the program has kind of turned and it's headed in a direction that's modernized to where we are in college football today. I don't know what it'll be like this year, but I think they've turned the corner and they're in the right lane.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, you're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheeks, steals.
It's a real talk show.
Coming to you live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Everybody wants you to do nothing but win.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, well, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
And we've been wading through like the Protect College Sports Act, trying to pretend to know what we're talking about. Doing the best we can.
Yeah. Some days more successfully than others.
Yeah. But the bill that's, had Saban and everybody else talking, in front of the Senate and being asked questions. And so this is going through markup today. And there are some things about the bill that, the SEC doesn't like, the Big Ten doesn't like. And we need some help deciphering.
Well, that's just it. I think everybody, I've done this. I think you've done it. I think everyone's done it. You'll hear about a development, and it's like, well, what does that really mean? What does that really mean, and how should I feel about it? Is this good? Is this bad? I've needed help on that, I'll admit.
So Bill Vickery has volunteered to help us out. Managing partner at Capital Advisors Group in Little Rock. He's been involved with things like this for a long time. He understands it well, and he hosts a show on Sunday mornings on The Buzz, and we're fans of that show. And Bill's joining us now. It's 8:03. Bill, good morning.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, good morning, guys, and let me explain something. You set me up for failure. If you think someone can explain the workings of the United States Congress in a logical and rational way, then let's start over and shoot for a lower goal. How about that?
That's fair.
Can you just make some sense of it?
How about that?
Maybe that.
Well, like most things in Washington, you start out with a good idea and some core principles here, I think, that everyone can agree upon, and then the special interest issues sort of get barnacled on. And you realize there's stuff here that a lot of people can support and that care deeply about not just college athletics, but, the college experience for folks. And then, like I said, then there's the add-ons that usually come at the behest of some other entity that has their own agenda, which is what they're supposed to do. But, Bo, you touched on it. Today, there are 3 or 4 times that are very critical in a big piece of legislation. One is the House and Senate markup, which they're going to go through today, which is extraordinarily boring. C-SPAN doesn't even cover it. It's to show you how you technically get in the weeds, and it's a lot of staff negotiating beforehand. And so, but today will be a very telling day for what this bill will look like, because I do believe strongly that with Ted Cruz, who is the chair of the Senate Commerce Committee, and Maria Cantwell, Democrat from Washington, who is the ranking member or the top Democrat on the committee, the odds are that this will pass out of committee and make its way to the Senate floor probably before fall camp starts in August.
All right, so I want to get to what all this means, like how it affects the landscape of college athletics, or could end up affecting that. What the SEC doesn't like about it, what pooling of broadcast rights could mean, all that. But first of all, give us some perspective here for people that aren't as familiar with you as some may be. How you're involved, how you know about this, what your role is.
Yes, thank you, Bo. For now, unfortunately, 30 years, I've worked in politics, and our firm does work, obviously, in Arkansas and some in D.C. And so, as with any major issue, all those interested parties look for influence on Capitol Hill. We've been a part of doing that for a number of years. And so, got a call and said, hey, from a sports perspective, Bill, are you is this something that you're interested in? Yes. And so, we help to coordinate with the big conferences, the SEC and the Big Ten, sort of getting their message out and understanding what is in the bill. And then you collide that with being a lifelong, from the crib to today, as I sit here, Razorback fan and bleed Razorback red and want them to do well. I got to tell you, there are a number of provisions in this bill that would be tantamount to $1 billion donor stepping forward or something like that. It really is this is a earthquake piece of legislation for football, especially as it pertains to the landscape today, which is, of course, the Wild West.
So what does that look like? Like, what are we looking at?
So I think, and listen, this is something that Razorback fans, I think, are interested in, because when you look at what I think the core components here that a lot of folks agree with, and that is, you get and I'm talking just now focusing on college football, but you're talking about limiting transfers so that you get one shot, unless of course your coach leaves, then players are free to transfer. But gone would be the days of one guy playing 5 years at 5 different schools, that you would get one free transfer in essence. That has a big impact, I think, on programs like Arkansas and others, in that some kid that's at Ohio State or Georgia or wherever, the next transfer they make is sort of their shot. And so you think about, do I get playing time? What's the roster look like? So that has a big impact. It's no longer just whomever the highest bidder is. If you're transferring, you've got to know that you've got a good shot at the next spot. I think that gives programs like ours a fighting chance to go get some guys, because it's not just about money anymore. There's another component factored in there.
Makes sense.
There's a 5-year eligibility cap. And so, we won't see a 40-year-old 2-pack-a-day smoker lining up to kick for Clemson in that you've got basically 5 years. As my father put a 4-year eligibility cap on my college career at Hendrickson, so that's one extra. But within that 5 years, clearly in the one transfer, the thinking is a student athlete should be able to fill out their career and stop these quote sort of super seniors, jokingly 25, 26-year-old kids, playing against 18-year-old kids, and then. A lot of NIL oversight in this whole thing. Focuses in on the revenue sharing part that we already experienced, the $20 million that can go. I think there will be a factor that will allow that to increase slightly over time. But that really reins in the collective. It does you empower what the entity that already is in place, which is powerless, to analyze these NIL deals. Doesn't prohibit a genuine NIL opportunity, but the collectives are in effect outlawed. And then lastly, what would allow the NCAA and the conferences to act, and you see this with the Brandon Sorsby situation at Texas Tech, is it would put some limited antitrust provisions into law that allow the schools to implement rules and enforce those rules without, as we have seen, a parade of failures in federal court.
Bill, we hear it seems like every day there's a new statement. Somebody's got a statement on what's being debated right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's the SEC statement today? I mean, where does the SEC fall in all this as it's going to go down today?
Yeah. Well, my sense is that, first of all, it's extraordinarily fluid. We do joke in this country a lot about backroom deals and things like that, but this is kind of the sausage making out in public. Clearly, the SEC, Big Ten, Notre Dame are not fans of the media pooling and that aspect of the situation. And that is I think everything that I just highlighted, every college program in America and the sport in general would agree that those are some core principles that, if enacted, would give them the chance to have legitimate organization and still allow kids to make a lot of money, but within the rules and the confines of what the NCAA lays out. Now we get to the special interest part, and that is the media rights pooling issue is really it's sort of like, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, did you enjoy the play? We're talking about. It's not. I mean, it is the big thing that is. I won't say buried inside the language, but that is the sticking point. I think that that other conferences, ACC, Big 12, et al., are looking at here, and that would, in effect, it wouldn't negate it would force the it would force the NCAA to deal collectively for television rights for the entire landscape of college football. That's driven primarily by programs like Texas Tech and others. They happen to have a very powerful and wealthy booster who, guys, happens to also be a big player in Republican politics in the state of Texas. Right. So I'll let you kind of connect all the dots there. I think there's some private equity that's gotten involved in some of these schools outside of the Big Ten, Notre Dame, SEC, and we're going to play one in the University of Utah. They have privatized their athletic department. They have a private equity fund that is involved. That would be, in essence, their largest booster in the old scheme. But now they're looking to create value. And the number one way to create value for a college program outside of SEC, Big Ten, Notre Dame is through media rights deals. And that is a very big issue. Make no mistake about it. And lastly, I think both the SEC and the Big Ten have a concern here, and I can speak to this personally. If you don't have enough federal preemption in the law allowing the law to, in essence, be the law of the land, then you're going to have states still competing to enact laws, and this sort of patchwork of state laws would still be in effect. And we see that here in Arkansas. Texas passes something, we then have a legislature, we got to pass it to keep up with them. It's an arms race legislatively at the state level too. So I think they're looking at that as well. They need stronger federal preemption language.
Bill, I want to focus just for a second on how this affects the fans, the consumers of college football.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say this passes or it gets through and ultimately all the good things about this become part of the landscape, but this media rights thing goes through too. What does that mean for fans of the SEC that watch SEC football every Saturday? Are there things that are going to occur that they are going to notice that's going to affect them?
I do believe there is a real concern, and understandably so, that as you renegotiate media rights, and again, I just kind of go back to the Utah situation. Can you move games over to a streaming service? Can you, as we've seen with the NFL, what other platforms can be available to focus the football game on? So the Utah State game may move to a streaming service or something like that. Now I'm speculating, so give me a little rope to hang myself here. But that I think is an issue that most fans aren't aware, and you guys saw it. When the NFL started doing that, what do you mean I have to have Apple TV to watch Thanksgiving football?
That's right.
That's a big that
See,
is
I
a
think
real liability.
I think that's what's coming. And that's my fear in this. And I said this yesterday, is that what it's going to end up meaning is that we already pay to watch college football. We're going to have to pay even more. Is what I took away. Now, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I took away.
It's like the Clay Travis example of the television, flat screen television used to cost $5,000. Now it's $400. And it's become less expensive to buy a TV, but at the same time, it's becoming more and more and more and more expensive to be a fan to watch games.
It clearly is. I heard a stat this morning on CNBC that of the 50 highest rated programs on broadcast television over the last year, 45 of them are sporting events. And the majority of those are NFL and college football events. So, the one thing I think when you look at that media rights deal, you really got to be careful there, Chuck, because I think you're right. Because if you're, say, a private equity fund and you're looking at ways of creating new revenue, and that is the way to leverage more revenue into a school that you have an interest in, and bottom line, it makes it more valuable for their investment, but it makes it more expensive on the fan. Now, you might need 3 streaming services to capture all of the. And again, I'm speculating, but it's not too far in the future to see something like that happening.
It's interesting. We didn't do anything with NIL for so long, because nobody had the right way to do it. And then it got to the breaking point where it just had to happen. And so we ended up with a bad system. But because nobody had an answer before that, it never got done. And finally it got forced by a judge. And I feel like now we've got a good bill here, and what we don't have is some of these other issues taken care of. But I wonder if it ends up happening because the rest of the bill is so important to college athletics.
Well, And that is the Washington two-step. In other words, you sprinkle enough in there for everyone to participate that they then either roll over or are bested in a fight to try to pair out what could be disastrous or not a very good outcome for conferences like the SEC and the Big Ten. That you've hit upon it. And I think you'll see that. We haven't even talked about the House of Representatives. So I think, the Senate is one animal. The House, on the other hand, is a completely different animal. And unfortunately, issues like this will get bogged down because of other issues.
Right.
So it failed on the House side because congressional redistricting in the states became an issue, and that caused certain interests to come out and try to kill this bill as leverage against the So I'm, the golf ball in a tile bathroom analogy really does apply to how things can move through the House of Representatives now.
Okay, last question because we unfortunately we got to go. Let's get an opinion from you. Where do you think we end up? So if we're talking 6 months or a year from now, where do you think we are? Are we having a similar conversation, or have a lot of things happened that are going to change what we're currently dealing with?
I think so. I think legislation will pass. I do believe that legislation will pass. I think this will move quickly through the Senate. Again, today is one of those key days. The House has to pass similar language. Typically, then they go to a conference committee. That's also where things are taken out and put back in. But I do believe ultimately the issue is too great and the public interest in it is too intense for there not to be some legislation to pass.
Well, you better read the fine print about that meteorite stuff. You better read it.
You're spot on. I mean, that is, all of these things. As I said, you got a core group of principals here. I think has very much bipartisan support. But then you get into the weeds on issues like that, and that's why you have a bill markup on days like today. So.
Bill Vickery, host of a show on Sunday mornings on The Buzz, the managing partner at Capital Advisors Group in Little Rock, doesn't probably like to even have a title because he works in politics and lobbies and all this stuff, but gave us some insight there. We sure do appreciate it, Bill. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Bill.
Yes, thank you guys very much. Go Hawks.
Yeah, appreciate that. A great look at it there, and we appreciate the time.
Bill's a smart guy.
Yeah, well, he's the guy to come on and explain this, and it's in the weeds, but it
is classic Washington. It is classic Washington. There's enough good stuff in there to get everybody on your side, and then you pass it, and you get into the fine print, and it's like, oh my God, what have we done? That's what this is. I'm telling you.
We're coming to you from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery, but now owned and operated right here in Arkansas. Go to drinkwarfield.com. Enter your zip code there and find where Warfield is sold near you. Try a Ward Fashion. Try the whiskey. Try the organic spirits they have at Warfield. You'll be glad you did, and it'll feel like something an Arkansan would love here in the natural state. 8:21, good morning.
You cold-blooded, man. You cold-blooded.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate for complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule. Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins. Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Is that an exposure of character flaw on my part?
I don't know about flaw. I mean, it exposes your character, but I don't know that I would say it's a flaw necessarily.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Let me say one more thing about our conversation with Bill before we move on. The SEC and the Big Ten know that this bill in some form or fashion is going to pass. It's going to pass. There are too many good things in there. Transfer, there's so many things everybody's for. But what the SEC and the Big Ten, I'm sure, are doing right now, and that's why they hire firms like the one Bill runs. You want to pair out, when he was talking about pairing out what you don't like, that's kind of what they're doing right now. I'm telling you now, this media rights part of this deal is not good for fans. It's not good for the SEC. It's not good for the Big Ten. But more than anything, it is not good for the consumers of college football. And I'm glad that the SEC and the Big Ten have spoken out about this. This is not about consolidating power the way a lot of people have framed this. That's not what this is about. The media rights deal for our league and for us is a bad deal. It may be a good deal for somebody else, but it's not a good deal for us.
Or consumers.
Right.
Yeah, I think the other thing people look at is just, well, the SEC, Big Ten thinks they're going to lose their money and their TV deals.
That is part of it, but it is not the overriding issue here.
It's the way you consume games.
That's right.
How many apps do you want to have?
Well, that's just it. And Bill was talking about it there, and that's what this is going to lead toward. Who was it the other day that was talking in the at one of those hearings that said, college football's got twice the viewership of the NBA. Yeah, but the NBA makes all the money. You know why? Because it costs you $200 to watch your favorite team play during the year, and there's 30 teams out there. That's a lot of favorite teams that fans spend $200 to watch. There are going to be more streaming services. It's going to cost more money to watch games, and if you don't think that's coming, you're naive. That's a big, big part of this sharing media rights stuff.
And more money for the fan and more inconvenience for the fan. Brian's in Greenwood. Hey, Brian, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Listen, I'm not a legal scholar, but I have Google, and I was listening to Bill there state that, part of the bill was to give media rights to the NCAA instead of the institutions. And that reminded me, in 1984, in the Supreme Court ruling of NCAA versus Oklahoma, that the NCAA was acting as a cartel, violating the Sherman Antitrust Act, and gave the rights to the universities. So will we not be going backwards by taking the rights from universities and giving it back to the NCAA?
Well, I think some of it is just the way the conferences have their own media rights. They're calling it pooling media rights. So that I don't have all the details, but it's not necessarily, you having your rights and owning your rights. It's how it's distributed. And the conferences right now that have that and have deals with their schools, then suddenly getting into a new area, it's very complicated. There's a lot of nuance to it. And I've heard Greg Sankey speak of it from this standpoint. We're uncomfortable with it because we don't even understand all of what this means. And so it's taking a while before we support the bill to have a full understanding of what all this means. But if, in fact, it means that we have to go a lot of different places as fans to watch games, that's harmful to the game. That's harmful as a fan, like to the interest of the game. I mean, for as good. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, but my understanding, does it mean that the television deals that the SEC and Big Ten have negotiated would have to be thrown into a pot or a pool and then be given to Conference USA and be given to the Big 12 and so forth? Is that what they're discussing?
Well, that's part of it.
They'd have to work out the details. Yeah. That is part of it, yes.
And that may mean that the SEC and Big Ten don't lose any money that they would have gained otherwise. That's not the biggest issue here, per the point you made a second ago. David and Rogers. David, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, morning, guys. I was wondering if Will Wade and Lane Kiffin with the dinner together, who do you think would pick up the check? I'll hang up and listen.
All right. That is a good question. That's on a lot of people's minds. I would go with, I think neither one of them is accustomed to paying for anything, so I think they both get alligator arms. And
I have a thought.
The answer is Kim Mulkey.
Yeah.
Kim Mulkey.
I have a thought.
Kim Mulkey.
I think it's the person that thinks they would leverage the other one by buying dinner.
Maybe so.
That's 100%.
Well, in other words, Will Wade's buying.
Yeah. I think Will Wade's buying and thinking he's holding cards.
Which he is not.
And keeping score.
Who wins an SEC championship first? Will Wade or Lane Kiffin?
Kiffin.
What if I told you neither one of them
or that? But if you asked me to choose between the two of them, it's Kiffin night and day. Lane Kiffin is a much better football coach than Will Wade is a basketball coach.
I don't agree with that.
I don't know about
I think
that.
Will Wade's a heck of a basketball coach.
Guys, you are overstating how good you think Will Wade is.
And you're letting the fact you don't like him.
That's right.
Interfere
yes, sir.
with your
No.
thoughts.
Yes,
you are.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
No.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
2016 second round, 2017 first round, 2018 NIT, 2019 was not coaching the team in the postseason, 2020 postseason canceled, 2021 second round, 2022 first round, 2024 first round, 2025 second round, 2026 first four. He's never made a Sweet 16 as a head coach. He has not done it. Like he gets way too much credit and way too much respect, because the truth of the matter is, on the biggest stage, he has not done it. He has not done it. Will Wade is not nearly as good a coach as everybody thinks he is.
I think part of that is where he was coaching at the time and what he did with the team he had. And LSU wasn't very good in basketball for a while there, and he made them more relevant.
Look at McNeese State.
NC State, McNeese State, all of that. He made them better than they were before he got there, and now he's got a purse. One of those straps.
Cliff says you're right.
Wearing around.
Cliff says yes, yes, yes.
I'm just, guys, just watch. Just watch. It is not going to go well at the end of the day for Will Wade at LSU.
I don't think either one of them is going to win the SEC.
Something to discuss today when you're having a flight by Yingling, maybe happy hour at walk-ons, you're watching games on television, World Cup, whatever it is, 60 TVs at every walk-ons location, food's made from scratch, great environment, great service, great food, and Flight by Yingling on tap. Yingling Flight is probably how you need to ask for it. 95 calories, but it tastes like a Yingling. The next generation of beer is a Yingling Flight. Chuck and Bo Show, 8:33 on a Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be at Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista. I hope you can come see us. Gotta get adjusted.
I had to adjust yesterday.
Do you like adjusting?
Not particularly, no.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go over all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week, and I think that we're going to really feel that impact, because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. It's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was they haven't been to the series, and now we've checked that, and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going, of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but I know that, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
That is absurd to me and anybody who has a brain. Like anybody with any active brain cells at all. Like what are you?
I have brain cells, but they're not always active.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Who would buy? Will Wade or Lane Kiffin? Who's going to win an SEC championship first? Will Wade or Lane Kiffin? Lane Kiffin's he's promising.
He's making promises.
He's making promises. What podcast was this on, Edward? It was it Honey Badger?
It was
somebody
in
else?
the Bayou with Tyrann Mathieu.
In the Bayou with Tyrann Mathieu. All right, here we go. Here's Lane Kiffin.
I don't know how fast it's going to happen. We're going to win a national championship. We're going to have the teams and the rosters back to the way that they were playing when they were great. I don't know how fast. That might not be today, but it's going to happen. And I feel it in recruiting too. When these kids come in here, and now that we got our staff fully here and we know how to sell LSU too, because now we're meeting up people and know the restaurants and the areas and the people, like it's 101.
Yeah.
What Nick Saban said.
Yeah.
It's the best job in America.
There you go. It's funny how Kiffin has started quoting Saban.
I know.
To the nth degree.
Hey, anytime you want to endear yourself with a fan base, well, you know, when I was hanging out with Nick Saban, he always said this.
I'm sure Saban loves him quoting him all the time.
That's why Nick told me it's the best job in
Back
America.
when he told me to get out of his office before we played the national
that's
championship
right.
game because I couldn't keep it together.
Yeah.
We don't hear that quote. I don't know, man. The Kiffin thing, I like Lane. I've said this many times. I think he's a really good coach. When you get a coach, you get all of that person. And some of the things that have tripped Lane up in the past, including leaving his team in the middle of the playoff, is an example of what can happen. What will it look like for Lane Kiffin at LSU? It will be, I think it'll be very entertaining to watch. And I'm not rooting against him other than it's LSU either. And then the same for Will Wade. You get all of the coach. If you think he's a good X and O guy or whatever,
good recruiter,
you're getting all of the other things that come with dealing with Will Wade. And man, that LSU. But I'll say this: they're not boring right now. They're not boring at all.
Well, and as we know, as everyone knows, being good enough doesn't guarantee you winning a championship. I'm certain LSU at some point during Lane Kiffin's tenure, maybe pretty quickly, they'll have the talent to win the whole thing. You know, there'll be enough talent out there, they could win the whole thing. But having it and doing it are two different things.
Has anybody mentioned a single time NIL at the College World Series? Have you heard anything about any of these teams and their NIL budgets?
I haven't heard a lot.
I haven't heard anything. Really.
Transfer portal a lot, but
Well, yeah, and Arkansas, by the way, number
Yeah.
one in the transfer portal right now. They got the number one class in the portal as of right now.
You know, when I watch these teams and watching Oklahoma, the way they've come together after, just being very average during the course of the regular season, with all this portal, all this movement, new players, new team, anybody that thinks they've got this thing figured out, even the first part of May, is going to end up looking dumb. How many people a month ago, if you'd said Oklahoma's going to play for the national championship, it's like, are you crazy? There's no way.
Two games below 500.
But here we are.
In
the
SEC.
Yeah.
11th in the SEC, unranked.
Their record right now is the same as Arkansas's at the end of the season. Arkansas finished 41-22. That's where Oklahoma is right now. And if they win the national championship, they'll do it with 43 wins. Ole Miss did it with 42 that year. They came, from deep out of the bracket. But give them credit. They've gotten hot at the right time.
Couple of things. Players that Arkansas has gotten in the transfer portal. Santa Clara shortstop Ben Cleary, who is an offensive juggernaut.
That's
and
a good
apparently
program,
can
too.
really play shortstop. Cal Baptist ace, who went 11-0 and was Conference Pitcher of the Year. Michael Malkey, Houston right-hander, Connor Udlin. Two of these guys, Cleary and the pitcher of the year, are draft eligible.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas has gotten some commitments from guys who are draft eligible. So right now they have the number one portal class, but are these guys going to actually end up at Arkansas?
They've got leverage. Those kids have some leverage right now. So, they'll use it, I'm sure.
What to watch brought to you by Macadoodles. When do we play? When's the U.S. play in the World Cup? Is it today? Did we play today?
Tomorrow.
Is that 2 o'clock?
I thought it was Friday. I thought it was Friday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I thought today was Wednesday. Never mind. We got to go to Macadoodles tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to be at Macadoodles tomorw.
Okay, that's
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
6 to
How
9.
many times have you said that this
6 to
morning?
9. Once.
Okay. Well, it's just now registering with me.
Not nearly as many times as Bart has told us when the U.S. plays again in the World Cup.
I know.
When is that? Friday?
2 o'clock tomorrow.
On
Fox
Is it on
against
Fox?
Australia.
Who do we play? We play Australia?
Yes.
What time do the Razorbacks play?
2 o'clock on Fox.
Are there any former Razorbacks on the team?
All of them. The entire team.
It's not on ESPN.
Play
though,
the
is it?
fight song. It's on Fox.
Okay.
Play the fight song. What to watch is brought to you by Macadoodles. When does the College World Series begin? The finals.
Saturday.
Saturday night?
Saturday evening on ESPN.
What time? What time does it
Is that on
start?
Fox too?
6 o'clock
that
or
2 o'clock,
thereabouts.
2 o'clock,
6
6
o'clock.
o'clock?
Something like that.
ESPN has that, right?
ESPN.
But no, they don't have the World Cup, right?
They do not.
They have not pulled their media rights.
They do not.
So the U.S. plays in the World Cup, just so we're clear, on Friday at 2 o'clock on Fox. And the World Series is on Saturday at 6 o'clock. And that's on ESPN. Not the World Cup. That's not on ESPN.
U.S. Open all weekend long.
Yeah,
as
what's
well.
that?
Yeah, when's that start?
It's
Are
underway.
they still in a fog delay?
No, the fog delay.
Has anybody
is
made a
lifted.
birdie? Has
There
anybody
have
made
been
any
there have
birdies?
been 3 birdies made.
NBC?
Currently on USA,
Okay.
but USA and NBC on the
NBC will have it this weekend
cover. Yeah, that's right.
when the getting's good.
And later today as
Okay,
well.
all right.
What to watch brought to you
That's
by
a lot of stuff to watch.
Macadoodles, where you get unrivaled
Crack you a
customer
cold
service.
beer.
Good thing we got this segment.
Get you a 6-pack at Macadoodles and
Yeah.
sit in front of the TV.
Absolutely. Competitive pricing,
What a lie.
unrivaled customer service, and a great selection that is also unmatched. If you're looking for something that's difficult to find, they'll probably have it at Macadoodles. If you can't find it there, you can't find it anywhere. And over 20,000 customers are earning the benefits of loyalty points. That means you get free stuff at Macadoodles. Just north of Bella Vista in Pineville and at Guess Who in Bentonville. And don't forget every Wednesday's Wine Down Wednesday, 15% off every bottle of wine in the store. It's 8:46, so Friday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Fox.
The World Cup. The USA playing
Austria.
Australia.
I'm sorry. Australia.
Australia. Close.
There you go. Can I say this without offending anybody? Probably not.
No, let's find out.
We've taken inclusion too far.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. PG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more. And they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Yeah, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. PG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
the swearing has really taken over the vocabulary, right? It's lazy,
Well, when you don't know what else to say, you throw that out there. At least that's been my approach.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
8:52 on the Chuck and Bo Show. Got away from us today. Hey, now's the time to buy a new Chevy Silverado at Chevy of Fayetteville. Huge savings only at Chevy of Fayetteville. You can get 0% for 60 months on new Silverados. Over 200 of them in stock. Chevy of Fayetteville, your place to go for a new Chevy.
Earlier in the show, we were doing random Razorbacks, and Dionisio Gomez gets the random Razorback of the day. We may continue this at some point, just a random Razorback you remember. And then the Chad Morris era came up, and we were trying to remember random Razorbacks from the Chad Morris era. And that led to, if you played in the Chad Morris era, could you petition a judge for extra years of eligibility because you didn't have the full experience of being a college football player? And we thought the case might be made. And then Edward crafted a commercial that that only he could come up with.
Did you play football at the University of Arkansas between 2018 and 2019? Did you suffer through losses, emotional, physical, and statistical, under head coach Chad Morris?
Put it in the left lane and pop the clutch and put the hammer down.
Then you may be entitled to 2 additional years of college eligibility.
All right, everybody sitting up. Everybody feet on the floor.
We have located a judge in Washington County who is very sympathetic to your situation, and frankly, still pretty upset about it himself.
Yeah, well, obviously we're a two-back run-oriented play-action shot football team.
Contact the Chuck and Bo Show now for more information at 877-377-6963. Call today and get back the eligibility you deserve.
Offer not valid for individuals who only played 1 year under Morris, walk-ons, or anyone in Lubbock, Texas.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Are you entitled to an extra year of eligibility? Maybe 2 years if you were subjected to the Chad Morris years. Also, Dabo Sweeney's got to come in here, at some point and take some
He
responsibility.
just had some answers that we didn't have.
And those answers are going to lead
Chad is a winner, and he's everywhere he's been, he's won, and I don't see that changing. I know he's going to do great things at Arkansas, and the folks there at Arkansas are going to enjoy getting to know him.
That is so brutal. That is so brutal.
That is brutal.
Well, the only thing that makes it okay is, it's not like he's out of work. He's back over there calling ball plays.
I'm your guy. What he said, Dabo Sweeney. There's a list of candidates, and it's one. It's me.
He's not jobless and lined up at the ice cream
That's
shop.
exactly right. He's not sleeping out overnight trying to get a good scoop.
A year of ice cream and handles. Hey, if you're looking to live in a place that you can wake up to a beautiful golf course, beautiful scenery, and wonderful amenities, Big Creek has home sites for sale right now at a price that might surprise you. Log on to BigCreekGolf.com. Get more details. Have a great Razorback Thursday.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with